Meet the Briiv Air Filter, inspired by nature for cleaner, more breathable air in your home or office. Inspired by the rolling hills and green forests of Britain, Briiv is a distinctive, natural product. 96% plastic-free and 100% organic filters, Briiv allows you to enjoy clean, quality air as nature intended. Briiv is low-tech and requires no maintenance or watering, allowing you to get on with life while it cleans the air around you. Briiv blends beautifully into your interior and sits perfectly alongside plants or displayed as a centerpiece. Whether you're at work, relaxing at home, or exercising, Briiv provides clean air wherever you need it. Briiv is the most sustainable air purifier available, as effective as other leading filters, but 100% compostable. Once the filter has reached the end of its life, you can throw it in the garden and it becomes part of the earth again. All natural moss and coconut fiber form the first stage of the filter. These two layers filter out pollen, dust, dander and allergens before the air flows through to even finer particle capture. Charcoal pulls and traps unpleasant odors and harmful VOCs from the air, quietly cleaning it before going on to the final stage of the filter. Partnering with a company who breeds specialist sheep has allowed us to replace unsustainable plastic with an innovative wool filter that pulls tiny particles and even bacteria from the air. These filters combined effectively improve the air quality in any room. Growing up in the British countryside, we took for granted how the quality of the air we breathe can impact the quality of our lives, until we moved to the city. Our respiratory systems have not evolved to clean the enormous amount of pathogens, allergens, off-plastics, and particles present in the air we breathe. Nature gives us everything we need to combat this. With constant notifications and alerts interrupting our daily flow, Briiv is designed to be simple and distraction-free. With only one setup needed and smart home integration, Briiv works without you, making your life better. There are many products out there, and although on the surface they seem to fulfill a lot of functional benefits, when it comes to replacing a filter, it becomes costly, time-consuming, and difficult. That's why we made Briiv different. Our filters are simple to change and don't impact or pollute our earth. New products, although technologically advanced, are having a detrimental impact on our planet. So we made sure every part of Briiv was either 100% recyclable or fully biodegradable. It's important to us that everything we create has minimal impact on our environment and can be recycled or biodegraded. Contemporary, stylish and functional, designed to fit perfectly into your home or office, Briiv helps both you and the environment to stay healthy. Fresh air doesn't need to cost the earth. Let's Briiv as nature intended.
Look at these bees go, they're such extraordinary little creatures. Humans and honeybees have this kind of symbiotic relationship where we care for them, they pollinate our crops, and of course, make lots of delicious honey. But getting the golden nectar has always been quite a task. I just thought it was crazy to have to crack the hive open, pull the hive apart, stress out all the bees and spend all day in the shed just to get your honey. And I thought, there must be a better way. So my dad and I got to work on what turned out to be a decade-long task of inventing the flow hive.
There it goes.
Wow, look, it's just starting to flow down the tube.
That's the first drops and it's pouring.
It's pouring in. So we put our invention up for crowdfunding and it went totally nuts. We wanted $70,000 and in 2 hours we had $1 million, breaking international crowdfunding records. And just 8 weeks later we had over $12 million in pre-orders of our flow hive. We now have a passionate, growing community of flow hive beekeepers all over the world, from balconies in Berlin to rooftops in New York, out on farms and in urban backyards, in hot climates and in cold. And it's extraordinary to hear all of the stories coming in.
One of the coolest things I've ever done in my life was pull out the first frame, crawling with bees, and you just go, why didn't I do this 20 years ago?
And learning about bees has changed literally the way we look at our community the world.
And you learn not to just respect bees, but to absolutely adore and love them. And then right at the end of this incredible experience where you can't believe it can get better, you have this amazing moment where you watch your honey trickle out of your hive with different variations in colour.
And yet look at all these bees, they're as happy as can be, they're completely oblivious.
Honey harvesting is such a pain. It's a tremendous amount of work and it makes a huge mess. It's very disruptive to the bees. It's kind of a disaster. No matter what you do, you just end up with honey everywhere.
Every time I harvested, I was killing a lot of bees. Just poor bees kind of stuck in their own honey.
So just actually just have it pour out of the side of the hive into a jar and skip all of that mess is amazing.
And now you can simply turn a tap, sit back and enjoy with your friends and family as you watch the honey pour directly out of your hive and into the jar. It's pure, raw honey that needs no further processing. There's no mess, no fuss, and you don't need to buy any of that expensive processing equipment. And most importantly, it's gentle on the bees.
No disturbance to the bees. It's pretty epic, Cedar. Good invention.
So, how does it work? The flow frames are a partially formed honeycomb matrix. The bees cover the frames in wax, complete the comb and fill the cells with honey. When the frames are full and capped, the honey is ready to harvest. You then turn the key and channels form inside the comb, allowing the honey to flow down and out into your jar, while the bees are left undisturbed on the comb surface. Then you simply turn the key to reset the frames, and the bees will remove their wax capping, complete the comb, and refill the cells with honey again.
When I heard about the flow hive, I'm like, oh my God, this is genius, because now I can get honey, but I don't have to disturb the bees doing it. It doesn't mean you don't have to do the work. You still have to inspect your hive.
It gives you a method of harvesting that is so convenient. It's mind-boggling. It's certainly the only revolutionary thing I've seen come out in beekeeping in 150 years.
It's easy to go and harvest 1 frame, 2 frames, or all 6 frames, so you can keep up with the bees.
You know, I think the most interesting part about the honey is the difference in each frame of honey.
But that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's a little alchemy of flavours. That's what cooking's all about. And it starts with ingredients like this.
It's such a peaceful and entertaining experience. So every time we get honey, we make sure all our friends come over and experience it because it's really special.
I never imagined that I would be a beekeeper. It will be one of the most fascinating, rewarding things you've ever done.
I'm truly inspired to see so many people caring for the bees and making a positive impact for their local environment.
Learning about bees has changed the way we look at the world.
It opens up not just this world of bees, but it's sort of a window into being more connected to nature in a much larger way.
It's a very interactive way of beekeeping.
I cannot think of any area where you cannot keep bees. Rooftops, backyards, urban settings.
I would say if you have even the most tiny inclination to understand more about bees, just don't hesitate. I wish that I'd done this 10 years earlier.
We're so proud to be inspiring a new wave of beekeepers all over the world. And now's the time to get started. With a wealth of knowledge and a dedicated support team, we're here to help you every step of the way. And if we look after the bees, they'll look after us. And the honey really is an amazing bonus.
Nature makes me feel at home, and I want other people to feel that same sense of home when they listen through Terra.
Terra is going to let you bring the outdoors inside.
I'm going to love being able to just turn Terra on and listen to the natural world right inside my house.
I'm so excited that Terra is becoming a reality.
I left it running all night, and it was really exciting because early in the morning, my bedroom lit up with bird song. It was better than listening through the window. I mean, you could just hear every nuance. It was crystal clear. I actually was able to get up easier in the morning. I was kind of energized, I was excited, I was refreshed. And I think that's really important for humans to reconnect with nature and bring those sounds inside.
It'll use digital signal processing to eliminate human-made sounds like speech or machinery, so you really can focus on the natural sounds around you. You can listen to curated sites around the world, so you can listen to a waterfall in Hawaii, you can listen to a watering hole in Africa, you can listen to the jungle in Panama without ever having to leave your couch.
Terra also supports external sensors that allow you to monitor your yard and your microclimate around you,
which let you track the moisture in your soil, weather, flooding, and other aspects so that you can see what's going on outside even when you're not at home. Even if you're not a hardcore birder or you go on nature hikes all the time, I think that Terra is going to let you connect to your yard in a new way and help you get your foot in the door in that natural world.
We've developed a lot of technology over the years to help us track migration, and we're going to take it to the next level with Terra, with the biggest citizen science project ever.
Flight calls are short notes that birds make during nocturnal migration, and by recording those calls we can actually know which species make them and use that for conservation purposes.
So if we have Terras across the country, across the world, we'll be able to augment that network the scientists have built already and provide high precision data on where those birds are moving.
It's going to really unlock a lot of mysteries.
And I think the more tools we have to protect them, the better off we're going to be. And the more we'll be able to preserve the environment for ourselves, because really the environment and nature is our home. You know, we live in houses, but nature is our home.
This is key to help scientists like me conserve biodiversity at local, regional, and global scales. I'm really excited to be partnering with the Terra project.
Terra is going to provide a new avenue into research and our understanding of bird migration. I think it's going to be a wonderful tool for how we plan for and want to preserve and save the wildlife that we have and the habitats that they're using. We'll definitely use it at home.
The beauty about this is we don't even have to touch a bird. We just listen and learn, and that's simply what Terra does.
Terra's about connection. Terra's about connecting people to nature and connecting people to each other to preserve that nature.
Can be proud about being part of a citizen science network of Terra devices and be proud of being part of the Terra community, and that's super exciting. Also important for me to share that with my two little girls. I'd really like to leave them that legacy, and I really hope others would like to do the same.
What if you could get rid of your kitchen garbage at the push of a button? Hey, I'm Matt from Pila, and I want to introduce you to my friend Lomi. At Pila, we're a team of engineers and material scientists, and we believe that waste can be designed out of your daily life. For the last 3 years, we've been creating something truly special, a solution to the world's garbage problem. Now, before I show you how Lomi is going to change the world, let's talk about why you're going to want one in your home. Maybe you live in a big city and have a green bin program. You know, those pesky little plastic bins with leaky bags under your sink that are amazing at producing that smelly, gross liquid sludge. Raccoons, anybody? Or maybe you don't have a green bin system where you live, and instead you throw all your food waste into the garbage, which then goes to landfill, which produces methane, which causes climate change, all while still smelling pretty terrible. Lomi makes your life so much easier. Lomi can compost your food waste, that pesky packaging from your online shopping, even compostable plastics, all at the push of a button. You probably know us as the inventors of the world's first compostable phone case. You may have even seen our Lomi campaign on Indiegogo, where we sold more than 20,000 units, raised $7 million, and became the most successful crowdfunding campaign of 2021. Pila customers have eliminated more than 41.8 million plastic bags worth of garbage in the last 4 years. Those 20,000 Lomis I was talking about, they're going to have even more benefit, preventing 1 million pounds of coal from being burnt. We're just getting started. We want to get a Lomi in every home and prevent more than 1 billion pounds of waste from going to landfill. To create Lomi, we've spent more than 3 years completing 1,000 compost tests, probably more, and endless hours of product design and prototyping. Lomi isn't just beautifully designed. We've created something never seen before, an elegant home appliance that takes care of your garbage so you don't have to, giving you back time to do things you actually enjoy. Food waste creates 300 billion pounds of garbage in North America every year. Packaging and plastic, add that on top, which makes the number even higher. Lomi makes home food waste a thing of the past and cuts your carbon footprint up to half, all while making odor-neutralized, mess-free dirt that you can feed your plants, toss in your garden, throw it in your green bin, and if you have to, throw it in your garbage. Together, we can do something that politicians and big businesses can't seem to take any action on, actually helping the planet. You can make trash a thing of the past. Click below to reserve your Lomi now and join the movement.
Hey, I'm Jonathan, user experience designer, maker, and foodie. I've spent the last year with my team designing, building, and testing prototypes to create the most efficient and user-friendly device that would grow superfood. Not only did I want to design an innovative and beautiful system, but I needed something that could overcome the frustrations of growing in small urban spaces, such as running out of space, getting dirt everywhere, and having very limited natural sunlight. Meet Micro, the grow box of the future. Micro is self-contained, self-watering, and self-lighting, so you can put it anywhere and it'll grow you superfood all year round. Micro requires no dirt, and you only have to add water once every 7 to 10 days, which is exactly the amount of time it takes for Micro to bring your seeds to a bountiful harvest. The best part? Micro is a completely modular system. It stacks on other Micros so you can have a space-saving vertical farm right at home, or wherever you may want an extra kick of nutrition and flavor added to your meals. Micro also contains active ventilation, meaning you don't have to worry about heat or humidity causing mold. Micro is made to be used with specially designed pre-seeded hemp fiber mats, which we call seed pad. Seed pads allow for a truly effortless growing experience, allowing you to just stack, place, and pour. But if you don't mind a little extra effort, have fun experimenting with your own seeds and growing mediums. By using Micro to grow from home, you're doing a huge part in reducing the millions of tons of greenhouse gases created by traditional agriculture every year. And if that's still not awesome enough, the Micro is made up of over 85% bioplastic derived from vegetable starches. It'll last nearly forever indoors, but when exposed to the right conditions and heat, it'll return back to the earth without any harm. But I need your help to bring Micro to life. So by supporting our project today, not only do you secure your own automated garden, but you get to be a part of creating a more sustainable world with better tasting food right at home. So what are you waiting for? Join us and secure your Micro today.